Ever imagine like standing on another planet, looking up and seeing a totally different night sky?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, instead of our moon, you might have multiple moons, right?
Yeah.
Kind of dancing around, casting these weird shadows.
That would be pretty cool.
Or picture this, a sky where Saturn just dominates.
Oh, wow.
Like its rings are this huge, breathtaking thing across the whole sky.
Yeah.
Makes you realize how amazing our own night sky is, especially in 2025.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, we've got some seriously cool cosmic events lined up this year.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Welcome to Cosmos in a Pod, the Space and Astronomy series. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Welcome, everybody.
So we're going to do a deep dive today into 5 celestial events happening this year that you seriously don't want to miss.
Okay, count me in.
Trust me, it's going to be a year packed with cosmic wonders.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so first up, we've got not 1, not 2, but 4 eclipses.
Whoa, 4.
Yeah, 2 lunar and 2 solar.
Huh. Isn't that kind of unusual? I feel like we don't usually have that many.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We usually only get 2 or 3 eclipses in a year.
So 4 is a real treat.
It is, and you know what's even more exciting?
What's that?
We have 2 total lunar eclipses.
Oh, those are always amazing.
Yeah, everyone loves those.
The moon turning red.
Exactly.
It's spooky and beautiful at the same time.
Right. Now, the one that really caught my eye is the total lunar eclipse on March 14th.
Okay, why is that one special?
Well, first off, it's visible across the Americas.
Okay, so a lot of people can see it.
Yeah, and everyone's talking about the blood moon.
The blood moon. Kind of love that.
What exactly makes this lunar eclipse, so special?
Well, okay. During a total lunar eclipse, picture this. The Earth is positioned perfectly between the sun and the moon.
Okay, got it.
So the sunlight filters through Earth's atmosphere,
Right.
and those shorter blue wavelengths of light, they scatter away.
Okay.
Similar to what happens at sunset, right?
Yeah, that's why we see those amazing colors.
Exactly.
So the sky looks all red and orange.
Exactly, and that's what's happening here.
Huh.
So basically, the remaining red and orange light, it bathes the moon in this coppery red glow.
Oh, wow. So we're basically seeing Earth's sunsets reflected on the moon.
That's a great way to put it.
That's kind of wild.
It really is.
It's like this crazy interplay of light and shadow, right?
Yeah,
And you were saying this particular blood moon is going to be extra special.
it is. Totality, which is the period when the moon is totally in the Earth's shadow.
Got it.
It's going to last a full 65 minutes.
Whoa, that's long.
That's longer than usual for total lunar eclipses, so this is a rare chance to see it in all its glory.
So we got to mark our calendars for early morning on March 14th then.
Yes, set your alarms. You won't want to miss this one.
I'm definitely adding that to my calendar right now.
Good idea.
But wait, you said 4 eclipses.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget about the others.
Right. Are they all worth watching?
Yeah, they all have their own cool things going on.
Like what?
Well, we've got a partial solar eclipse on March 29th, just 2 weeks after that total lunar one.
Wow, back-to-back eclipses, basically.
Honestly, yeah.
So then what?
Then on September 7th, we get another total lunar eclipse.
Okay.
This one's cool because the moon's at its perigee, which means it's closest to Earth in its orbit.
So the moon's going to look huge.
Well, slightly larger than usual, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Then finally, to wrap up eclipse season, we have a partial solar eclipse on September 21st.
Wow, so we've got 4 chances this year to witness this whole dance of shadow and light.
Exactly.
I love it. Okay, what's next?
Okay, next up is something straight out of science fiction.
Oh, I like the sound of this.
A planetary alignment.
No way, like all the planets lining up in a row?
Well, not in a perfectly straight line, but in January we'll be able to see 6 planets all at once.
6 planets. Which ones?
Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, all visible in the night sky simultaneously.
That's incredible. We're
Wow.
talking about almost our entire solar system on display.
Pretty much.
Where do we even look to see this?
Well, Venus and Saturn will be in the southwest sky after sunset.
Okay,
Venus will be brighter than Saturn.
got it.
Jupiter, the big guy, will be easy to spot higher up.
Right.
And Mars, you'll recognize it by its reddish glow, will be in the east.
Cool, cool.
Now, for Uranus and Neptune, you'll need a telescope to see them. They're a bit fainter.
Yeah, those are the ice giants, right?
Exactly.
Way out there.
But here's the best part.
What's that?
This planetary alignment isn't just a one-night thing.
Oh, really?
It actually goes on into February.
Wow.
And Mercury even joins the party then.
So we've got all 7 planets.
You got it. A full 7-planet spectacle.
That's mind-blowing.
That-
I can't wait to go out on a cold February night and try to spot them all.
It really is something special.
It's humbling, right? Knowing our whole solar system is out there for us to see.
Yeah, it puts things in perspective.
Shows us how small we are in the grand scheme of things.
Definitely.
And yet, we're a part of this whole vast, intricate universe.
Absolutely.
Speaking of vast and intricate, let's talk about Saturn's rings.
Okay, what about them?
Well, I read that they're going to disappear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But how's that even possible?
Don't worry, they're not actually vanishing.
Okay.
It's an illusion.
Oh, okay.
It's because of Saturn's tilt and our view from Earth.
So explain this to me. How does that work?
So Saturn's rings are super thin. Imagine like a giant cosmic sheet of paper.
That thin.
Yeah, and on March 23rd, they'll be perfectly edge-on to both the sun and Earth.
Oh,
From our perspective, they'll be so thin, they'll basically become invisible.
really?
Yeah, it's like looking at a piece of paper from the side, you can barely see its thickness.
Huh. That's a cool visual.
Right.
But this doesn't happen very often, does it?
You're right. This ring plane crossing, as it's called, happens roughly every 15 years.
Wow, so it's a rare event.
Very rare.
Okay, so March 23rd, Saturn's rings disappear.
Well, appear to disappear?
Right, but there's a catch, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Saturn will be too close to the sun to see it clearly.
Oh, man.
But there's a second chance in November.
Really?
Around November 23rd, the rings will look thin again, though not completely invisible.
Okay, so mark your calendars for November then.
Exactly.
But I'm curious, are astronomers just excited about the visual, or is there some science behind this too?
Oh, there's definitely science involved.
What do you mean?
When the rings are edge-on, it's a great opportunity for astronomers to study their structure and composition.
How so?
They can see fainter objects within the rings, even search for new moons.
Wow, so it's like a peek behind the curtain of Saturn?
Yeah, you could say that.
That's amazing. Okay, let's move on to something that's always a crowd pleaser.
What's that?
A meteor shower.
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves those.
And not just any meteor shower, we're talking about the Geminids.
The Geminids, those are always a good show.
Right. One of the most reliable and dazzling meteor showers of the year.
Definitely.
And guess what? 2025 is shaping up to be an extra special year for them.
Oh, why is that?
Well, the peak of the Geminids, which falls on December 13th and 14th,
Okay.
it happens to coincide with the new moon.
Oh, that's perfect.
Right. That means no moonlight to wash out the fainter meteors.
Ideal viewing conditions.
Absolutely. We're talking potentially 60 to 120 meteors per hour, all streaking across a dark sky.
Now that's a meteor shower.
I know, right? And you know where these meteors come from?
Fill me in.
They're tiny bits of debris from an asteroid called 3200 Phaethon.
An asteroid.
Yeah, as Earth passes through this debris stream, the particles burn up in our atmosphere.
Creating those streaks of light.
Exactly. So we've got a cosmic light show with a dash of asteroid intrigue.
I like it.
I know, right? So what's the best way to see this?
You don't even need a telescope.
Really?
Nope, they're bright enough to see with the naked eye.
So all we need is a dark spot away from city lights.
Exactly. Get comfortable, let your eyes adjust, and enjoy the show.
Sounds like a perfect night under the stars.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay, so we've got eclipses, a planetary alignment, and a dazzling meteor shower.
That's already a pretty amazing year.
I know, right? But wait, there's more.
More. What else could there be?
How about some beautiful planetary pairings and conjunctions?
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, those moments when planets appear close together in the sky.
They're so pretty.
I know. So tell me about these cosmic meetups.
Okay, so on February 1st, you can see a tiny crescent moon nestled between Venus and Saturn in the twilight sky.
Oh, that's cute.
It is. Then on April 25th, we get another chance to see the moon, Venus, and Saturn together, this time before dawn.
Okay.
And finally, on September 19th, the moon will pass close to Venus and Regulus.
Regulus.
It's the brightest star in the constellation Leo.
Cool.
So it'll be like this little triangle of celestial objects.
It's like the cosmos is putting on a show just for us.
You could say that.
But are these groupings just pretty to look at, or is there some deeper meaning for astronomers?
Well, they're definitely visually stunning, but they also remind us of the intricate dance of celestial bodies in our solar system.
Right.
They highlight the patterns of planetary motion.
And how those movements create these amazing views for us.
Exactly.
It's incredible to think about all this happening above us while we go about our lives.
I know, right?
That makes you want to stop and look up more often.
Definitely.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
But this is just the first part of our deep dive into 2025's celestial events.
There's more to come.
Oh yeah, stay tuned for part 2, where we'll go deeper into the potential for unexpected cosmic surprises.
Ooh, surprises.
I know, right? And we'll explore what makes this year so special for astronomy enthusiasts.
Sounds good.
We'll also share some tips and resources for stargazing so you can make the most of these incredible events.
Don't miss it.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back. You know, it's easy to get so caught up in everyday stuff that we forget to just look up and appreciate the vastness of space.
I know what you mean. It's like we're surrounded by this incredible cosmic display, but we hardly ever take the time to really see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to talk about these events, like beforehand, to get people excited, to mark their calendars, and to actually make an effort to go outside and look up.
I agree 100%. It's like anything else.
Yeah.
If you don't plan for it, it's so easy to miss.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right.
And these events are more than just pretty things to see.
Yeah.
They're a chance to connect with something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah.
To think about our place in the cosmos.
Yeah.
And to just marvel at how the universe works.
You're making me want to book a trip to a dark sky reserve.
Oh, yeah.
Like far away from city lights.
I love those.
You know, just to really soak it all in.
That's a great idea.
Right.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Even if you can't escape the city, you can still enjoy a lot of these events.
It's true.
Find a local park, a rooftop, anywhere with a decent view.
Yeah.
Turn off your phone, let your eyes adjust, and just be present.
I love that. And maybe bring some binoculars.
Oh, yeah. Binoculars are great to get a closer look at those planets.
For those planetary pairings and conjunctions.
Exactly. And you don't have to spend a ton of money on a fancy telescope.
Right. Exactly. Speaking of telescopes,
yeah,
I'm curious.
Yeah.
For the more, serious stargazers out there, what kind of equipment would you recommend to really get the most?
Oh, that's a good question.
Out of these 2025 events?
A good beginner telescope can open up a whole new world.
Right.
You can see details like the rings of Saturn,
wow,
the moons of Jupiter, even distant galaxies.
Galaxies, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so for someone just starting out, what should they look for in a telescope?
The most important thing is the aperture.
Okay.
Which is the diameter of the main lens or mirror. The bigger the aperture, the more light the telescope gathers.
Okay.
And that means brighter and sharper images.
So bigger is better, basically.
Generally, yes.
Okay.
But you also have to think about portability.
Right.
A smaller telescope that you can easily move and set up might be more practical than a huge one that's hard to manage.
Makes sense. What about those telescopes you see in pictures?
Yeah.
The ones with big, long tubes.
Ah, those are refracting telescopes.
Oh, yeah.
They use lenses to bend light.
Oh, okay.
They tend to be pricier for the same aperture size compared to reflecting telescopes.
Okay.
Reflecting telescopes use mirrors to gather and focus light.
Got it.
They're often more compact and affordable.
So, good for beginners.
Exactly.
Okay, so aperture, portability, and type of telescope.
Yes.
What else should we keep in mind?
A sturdy mount is super important.
Okay, why is that?
If your telescope is wobbly, it'll be almost impossible to keep those faint objects in view.
Right, makes sense.
You'll also want some accessories.
Like what?
Eyepieces, which magnify the image.
All right.
And a star chart or astronomy app to help you navigate the sky.
That's all great advice.
Hopefully it's helpful.
Yeah, I bet our listeners are getting excited for 2025.
I hope so.
It's like we're all kids waiting for Christmas morning.
Yeah, there's that sense of wonder and excitement about exploring the cosmos. And with all these events happening in 2025, we're in for a real treat.
Now, I know we've covered a lot, but I can't help but wonder.
What's that?
What other cosmic surprises might 2025 have for us?
Good question.
I mean, we've got eclipses, alignments, meteor showers. What else could happen?
Well, that's the beauty of astronomy. The universe is full of surprises.
Okay.
We can predict some things.
Like what?
Like eclipses and planetary movements.
Right.
But there's always a chance for the unexpected.
Okay, like what? Give me some examples.
Well, we could see a new comet.
Oh, wow.
Comets are unpredictable.
Yeah.
Sometimes they suddenly brighten up.
Really?
Yeah, and put on a spectacular show.
So imagine a bright comet.
Yeah.
Visible to the naked eye.
Exactly.
Like a cosmic visitor from way out there.
It would be amazing.
That would be incredible.
And it's not impossible, you know?
Right.
We've had some pretty amazing comets in recent years.
Okay, so comets are a possibility.
Definitely. Another exciting prospect is the chance of seeing a supernova.
A supernova? Wait.
Yeah.
Isn't that when a star explodes?
That's exactly what it is.
Whoa.
It's the dramatic death of a massive star.
Right.
And it's one of the most energetic events in the universe.
Wow.
When a star goes supernova,
it
briefly outshines an entire galaxy.
Seriously. That's insane.
It's pretty intense.
But those are super rare, right?
They are rare, but not unheard of.
Okay.
The last one we could see with the naked eye was in 1604.
Wow, so it's been a while.
It has.
So maybe 2025 will be the year we see another one.
You never know.
To see a star explode in real time.
Yeah.
That would be a once-in-a-lifetime event.
It would be amazing.
Okay, I'm adding Witness a Supernova to my 2025 cosmic bucket list.
Good idea.
But is there any way to know when and where a supernova might happen?
Not exactly.
No.
Astronomers are always watching stars that are nearing the end of their lives, looking for signs.
Right.
But the exact timing is tough to predict.
So it's more about luck.
Yeah.
And being in the right place at the right time.
Pretty much.
That's part of what makes astronomy so exciting.
I agree.
The element of surprise.
Absolutely.
Speaking of surprises.
Yes.
What about those mysteries we're still trying to figure out?
Like what?
Like gamma ray bursts?
Yeah.
Or fast radio bursts?
Those are fascinating.
Could we see something like that in 2025?
Well, now you're talking about some truly exotic astronomy.
I know, right?
Gamma ray bursts.
Yeah.
They're the most powerful explosions in the universe.
Whoa.
We think they're caused by collapsing stars or merging neutron stars and fast radio bursts.
Yeah.
They're super short, intense pulses of radio waves. We're still trying to understand them.
So they're basically big mysteries.
Huge mysteries. And that's what makes them so cool.
Yeah.
Each one is a puzzle.
Right.
A glimpse into the most extreme parts of the universe.
It's amazing to think that we're still just starting to understand the universe.
I know.
With every new discovery, we realize how much more there is to learn.
Exactly. And that's what keeps astronomy so interesting.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending journey of exploration.
Okay, so we've got comets, supernovae, maybe even some of these exotic events.
It's possible.
I'm starting to think 2025 might be the most exciting year for astronomy in a long time.
It's shaping up to be pretty incredible.
But it's not just about these big, flashy events, right?
No, you're right.
It's also about the everyday wonders of the night sky. Exactly. The constellations, the planets, the regular meteor showers.
It's all amazing.
We sometimes forget to appreciate the simple beauty of a clear night sky.
I know. It's easy to take it for granted.
Full of stars.
Yeah.
It's a sight that's been inspiring humans forever.
Absolutely. And it's a sight that's available to everyone.
Right.
You don't need fancy equipment or expensive trips
to experience the cosmos.
Exactly.
So for our listeners who want to make the most of 2025, what's your advice?
It's simple. Just look up more often.
Yeah.
Go outside on a clear night. Find a comfy spot.
Right.
And just let your eyes wander across the sky.
I love it.
You might be surprised by what you see.
It's funny. Sometimes you discover the coolest things when you're not even looking for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're just looking up at the stars.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And then, bam, something unexpected just grabs your attention.
It's like that magic of just stumbling upon something amazing. Serendipity.
Yeah.
It happens a lot in astronomy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Think about all those accidental discoveries that have totally changed how we see the universe.
Give me some examples.
New planets, distant galaxies, even things we still don't understand.
That's so cool.
It really shows how we're still exploring, still learning so much.
And pushing the boundaries of what we know.
Absolutely. And with all the new technology coming out, who knows what incredible discoveries are just waiting for us.
It's an exciting time to be into space.
It really is.
For sure, with all these missions to Mars and Venus and beyond.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so as we wrap up our preview of 2025's celestial events.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you really hope our listeners take away from this deep dive?
Don't miss out on these opportunities.
Yeah.
These celestial events are too amazing to just let them pass by.
Yeah, they're not just pretty lights in the sky.
No, they're not.
They're chances to connect with something so much bigger than ourselves.
Right.
To feel that sense of awe and wonder.
Totally.
And remember that we're all part of this incredible universe.
That's beautifully said.
And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will make their own amazing discovery in 2025.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Imagine getting an email from someone saying, hey, remember that supernova you mentioned? Well, guess what? I think I found one.
That would be amazing.
That would be the coolest email ever.
It would.
But even if no one discovers a supernova, just taking the time to appreciate the night sky.
Yes.
It's a reward in itself.
It really is.
So there you have it, folks. Your guide to the celestial wonders of 2025.
A year filled with so much to see.
Eclipses, planetary alignments, those dazzling meteor showers.
And maybe even some surprises.
Right. Who knows what else is out there?
So get out there, explore the night sky.
Let the universe amaze you.
Absolutely.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the cosmic events of 2025, don't forget to follow and subscribe to Cosmos in a Pod.
We'd love to have you join us.
We have a ton of space and astronomy content to keep your curiosity satisfied. We do. Check out our YouTube channel for even more cosmic adventures.
Definitely.
Until next time, keep looking up.